Good evening. Good evening. Good evening, all, and trust you are good. So, I am down in my kitchen today. After a great deal of effort getting myself down to come cook something. Not that I feel hungry. No, I'm never hungry. I'm never really hungry. And when it's just me, deciding on what to cook can be a real challenge. It can be a real challenge. But what I kind of like to do is normally get something that I miss so much from, it could be from back home or something that I haven't had in a very long while. Then with that, I am happy to get in here and do some real cooking. So what have we got today? So today, I am going to prepare another local dish, local delicacy, local food from my childhood days. And because this is more like a steaming method of cooking, I have decided to use my Thermomix today. My very good friend here, my Thermomix. That is what I am going to use today to do my cooking, or to do my steaming, because it is something that I can just set off, walk away, and then come back and check on it. So I have got, this is supposed to be a rice cooker, and it comes with that, a rice cooking basket. It comes with that, and all it does is sit in there, cover it, start it, and then come back and check, time it, and then come back and check, and it will do the cooking really nicely. So I believe a lot of you have seen this already. Like, this is not new to you. You have seen this, you have ever used it, and that kind of a thing. So let us get cooking, okay? Let's get cooking. So so I've got my main item here, my main food item here. And let me do this at least before Facebook, or what do you call it? Is it Facebook? TikTok gives me a ban for showing too much skin. Anyway, so this here is maize or corn, maize. Which is which? Is it maize or corn? And this has been processed. We call it polished. So basically, what's happened is that, like the white rice, all they've done is remove the skin of the corn. And by doing so, it kind of broke some of it down into pieces. So this is what I am going to cook. Hi, Emmanuel, good evening. Obaya Fusua, and Zara Zuzu. Hey, nice names. So when this is cooked, the dish in the local language is called yoro yoro. Yoro yoro. Interesting, right? Yeah. It is eaten by certain it's eaten by some of the people from the northern part of Ghana. Yoro yoro, the Dagombas. And that is what I am going to make because I grew up there. I'm not a Dagomba, but I grew up in Tamale in Ghana, and these were some of the items that we used to relish, like we used to crave for. You know, if you get money for school, you are just in a hurry to go buy something like this. So basically, it does take long to cook though. I've never tried it since I came here because I just saw this in the shop and I decided that let me buy it, you know. On this one, it says crushed corn, but will I call it crushed? Not necessarily crushed, because before it is crushed, they have to peel it off. So I am going to wash this up, and my Thermomix, let's turn it on and get through the safety precautions that comes with it. Then I also need some water. So I've got some water here. So why is this taking long to come on? Okay, so for those of you seeing this for the very first time, this is a very expensive piece of kit or piece of gadget. It's more like a food processor. It's a blender. It can cook, you know, it can do a whole lot. You can also use it as a mixer. And apart from that, it can also peel. It can also peel vegetables. You will normally find this in some hotels and restaurants and places like that. But if you have got the money, if you've got, I think it's now about £1,500. If you have got about 1,500 to splash, if you've got about 1,500 that you can splash on this, I would advise that you get it. Hi, whack lady NGUS. Hello, darling. How are you? Hi, Chinonye Otobi. Hello to you all. Bismarck Frimpong at the same. Miss Moore, Frey, Larry. Hello to you all. Okay, I haven't updated this in a while. So I'm going to go later. It does take a while to update. This also has an inbuilt cookbook. Yeah, it has an inbuilt cookbook. So I'm going to put some water in here. And like I said, this thing does take a very long time to cook because I'm going to steam it. Okay, and it's got 3 functions. It's got the temperature in the middle. It's got the time or timer, and then it has got the blade. It has got the blade speed, so up to 10 speed. So I am going to wash this before I steam it. But so I'm going to put it in my thingy. Am I going to eat all that? No, absolutely not. I can't finish all that. All right. Let's put some back. Okay, so this much, and I'm going to wash it and get it in and get this started. By the way, this you can prepare this crushed corn in so many ways. Yeah, you can prepare it in so many ways. You can use it for porridge. You can use it for, you know, a whole lot. Okay, so that is set. I'm ready to go. So I am, let me dry this. Let me dry this. Okay. So let's start with our time. I am going to give it 34 minutes. And then I'll go to temperature, 100 degrees. And I don't need, right, you see that as soon as you turn the blade, it locks the lid in place. Okay, now that, let me move it closer. So at the moment, this one is green to show that it's working. If I were just going to blend without cooking anything, this will stay as it is. And this one will remain green. This light here will remain green. But as soon as this thing gets hot, like it's heating up, as soon as it reaches boiling temperature, that is going to turn red, and that is to alert me that it is hot or it is cooking. Hi, Brother Josh, how are you? Hello, hello, hello. Right, so this is working, like I said. It is working. And this is slowly turning green. So at the moment, it is at, I think it's 55 degrees. I've put it up to 100 degrees. Yeah, I've put it up to 100 degrees. Hello, Nanaya said, wow, say, hey, okay, so from green, it's now turned to red because it's now 60 degrees. And this whole thing will turn red as soon as it reaches 100 degrees. That is to say, it is hot, it is boiling, and you know, so I can just leave this and go wherever I want to go and come back, provided there's enough water in there so that it's not dry. Okay? Provided there's enough water. Right now you see that this has turned from green to red. It boils instantly. You know, how many minutes has it been already? And it's already boiling. So 65 degrees, going. It wouldn't take long. And it will get to 100. Once it gets to the boiling temperature, it will just start boiling and, you know, cooking. So that is my BFF, my Thermomix. Technology. Sometimes some of these things are good. This thing, it's despite the fact that it's very expensive, I think the advantages or the positives overrides whatever amount of money you pay for. Okay, because it saves you time. Especially if you're a professional and you come home and you don't have time to cook, it saves a lot of time. And you can make salad, you can make a whole lot. You can even make your pastry, you can make a dough or anything at all, like that is cookable. And you can also use this as a water bath, the sous vide. It has a sous vide function. You can boil a chicken, you can steam a whole lot. So apart from that inner basket, there is another basket, a bigger one, that can go on top for the steaming. Okay, so we are at 80 degrees now, and we just need to leave this to do what it has to do while I do something else. So what other thing can I do? I'm trying not to sort of cook too much, because I always end up with a lot of leftovers. I end up with a lot of leftovers in my kitchen with no one to eat. I'm not a very big eater. I'm not a very big eater. I eat very little portions. So cooking, if I cook one dish, that can last me 2 to 3 days, which means that I shouldn't be cooking in the next 2 to 3 days, but I still manage to cook anyway. And then I end up with a lot of food left over. Okay, so I was also thinking of making myself some banga. The Nigerians call it banga, and Ghanaians we call it abe. Well, not all Ghanaians. The Ashantis, the southern part of Ghana, they say abe. Okay, it's palm nut fruit. So I haven't had that in ages. Should I make it? Yeah. Oh, never mind. By the way, with that, I'm going to serve it like I don't know. Those of you that watched me make that bean dish, it's the same. You serve it the same way. Just powdered chili with salt and then some fried onions and oil. Drizzle over it and enjoy it. It is lovely. It's amazing. But like I said, one of the reasons I don't like eating African food too much is for the fact that there's a lot of carbs, a lot of carbohydrates, and I've put on too much weight already. I can't get rid of the weight no matter how much I exercise. It's medical. But hey, I'm not really fussed about my size. The most important thing is that I'm out and about and I can get about my business. You get that? So when you see me wearing my gym jams, it's because, every now and then I go up. Hi, Nkem, how are you? I go up to my bedroom and then I go on the treadmill and I do a little bit. So even if I don't go out at all, I still get to exercise. Okay, what can I make? Why would I be cooking when I'm not going to eat? Why would I cook when I'm not going to eat? Oh dear. Okay. Anyway, let's right. So sugar. I've just burnt myself. So we are at 90 degrees now, and it's boiling. I can heat to the top because with the steaming methods, if I'm steaming anything with the big container, it stays on top of this and the steam through the hole. So this is the other part. So this is where you can steam your chicken, you can steam your fish, you can, do a whole lot of others. You see that it's sat on there nicely. It fits perfectly, right? So the bottom is perforated. The bottom is perforated. It goes on there, and because of the steam, the pressured steam, it just goes in there and it cooks whatever you put in here. Okay, so if you're cooking, you have to be careful with this taking this bit out. Right. Okay. Okay. Let me. Right. So I've got some vegetables that have been sat in the fridge for a while. I guess while we're talking, I can prepare my vegetables, right? I can sort out my vegetables while we're chit-chatting. Whilst we're chatting. Down the way, nights are gone and the sunshine hitting on the mountain. That I'm sad to say I'm on my way back for many a day. Okay, let's grab some vegetables. So most of the time when I have too much vegetables, yeah, when I have too much vegetables, I kind of prepare it so it doesn't go bad. Leave these a few days and it will give this a few days and it will start going off like this one. See, let's use that. So celery. I use this quite a lot. And I've noticed that a lot of people don't know how to prepare celery, right? So to avoid wastage, normally what I do is I make sure I cut there. I don't need to cut this part, but see that this, it's nearly going off, or is going off. But if you really want to clean your celery, wash it, do whatever you have to do, this is the best way to go about it. Well, obviously I've cut the bottom of it, but normally if I break it this way, what I can also do, you can eat this raw. We normally serve this as part of a cheese board, okay? So it's got, call it strings, yeah? You see this stringy bit? You get rid of it that way. Hi Chidera Esther, how are you? We go that way. So I don't normally buy frozen veg. I prefer all my veg to be fresh and um, you know, nice and fresh. See, and it's smelly. It leaves some interesting smell on your fingers. Okay, so that is how I prepare my celery. Get rid of the stringy bit. But this one you are not seeing a lot of string because it's part of the inner, you know, the inner stalks. Okay, so that you can easily wash this. So you can either do it the way I'm doing, or if you have a peeler, you can also use a peeler to peel it and get rid of the strings. Okay, so celery, you can make salad out of this. Like, you can eat it raw. Just that I am so awkward that to eat this raw, I'll be like, you know, that's how I eat this raw. And one might ask, what about my cheese board? When I don't really eat so many cheeses. I'll have a little bite of cheese and that's it. And I'm not the type to eat a whole, you know, dessert of cheese board or a board of cheese. Nah. So just a few. And then, nah. I won't waste this. Okay. So we've cut that bit. I've shown you how to take off the, you don't also need that. You don't need that. Okay. So normally just break off the top a little bit. Oops. And this is an awkward position, so maybe let's go that way. Okay. Yeah. So this one is quite fresh, so it hasn't got a lot of strings or fiber, the fibrous, you know, part of it. So once I have washed, cleaned, and the reason why it's best to take it off this way and wash is because normally sand gets trapped in there after it has been harvested. Once they harvest this, the sand gets trapped in there. So if you don't open it and wash it this way, you end up tasting sand in your food or in your soup. Yeah, so that is the celery. Apart from being high in nutritional value, do you know that it is part of the main allergy groups? Yeah, celery is an allergy. It's part of the main allergy groups. There are a whole lot of people who are allergic to celery out here. And not only that, what was I going to say? Yeah, not only that, but it is one of the main ingredients used in making soup. Yeah, used in making soup. So if you work in a restaurant here or in the West, or if you are learning to cook, if you go to a shop to buy food and you know they sell soups and stuff like that, if you have celery allergy, you have to make sure you ask before you buy the soup if it contains any celery. You don't want to end up killing someone out of ignorance. Okay? Yeah, so this is it. Go that way. stringy. And the strings comes from, you know, it's not smooth. It's kind of how would I call it? It's kind of holy, you know, in between. There are some holes and stuff in between. So that is why you need to try and get the strings out from, you know, that part. Right. So once I do this, all I have to do is to chop it up, dice it. You dice. So to dice, cut in cubes, that is called dice. Let's do this. So this is dicing. Okay. These cuts are called dicing. So that's how I normally, if I want to slice, okay, let's, to slice will be, so these are 10 slices. That size, that is slicing, okay, you see the size, that's slicing. Sliced celery or finely sliced celery. Julienne cuts. Julienne is to cut into really thin, like lengthwise. Julienne has to be cut lengthwise. Okay, so look at me wasting my celery, all in the name of teaching. There, I'll show you. Like really thin. Okay, so this is julienne. Yeah, julienne cuts. Okay, and these type of cuts you use for your coleslaw. This is how you cut your carrots and your cabbage. So really thin, lengthwise slice. And then we have button. Now, one thing that I've always been surprised about, you know, we talk of button carrots, or we tend to use button or sticks, either button or sticks. So celery sticks, you can leave, you know, a stick of celery, stick of carrots. You use it to serve your hummus, you know, and kids love these. Cucumber sticks. This is how you cut them. Julienne, but slightly bigger, so sticks. Okay. Button carrot is also similar, right? Button carrots. Why is it that I just don't get why they will name the sticks button, but then when you cut carrot, when you serve carrots in this way, because this I would say it's button. So why did they not name this as a button, but rather they named, and when you're cutting the button, it has to be the same. And we did our training. I remember, you know, like these were some of the things that you did in catering training. So your button carrots, oopsie, or carrot sticks, right? It's looking a bit wonky, but you know, yeah, it looks wonky. So this is a button carrot. Yeah. This is a button carrot. That is a button carrot. But this one is just sliced carrots. Interesting, isn't it? Yeah, unfortunately. But rabbit. Turn myself into a rabbit. Okay. Okay. So peppers. How to deseed your peppers. Hi, Chinenye. So if you do the kind of job I do, you're likely to end up either with a big container of peppers, a big sack of onions, a big sack of carrots, because you are cooking for lots and lots of people. I remember when I was actively serving, and you know, you have to cook for everyone in the regiment, everyone in the camp, the military camp. So you are cooking for between 500 to 2,000 people, especially when we have events. And you know, if you are a junior chef, you'll be the one responsible for doing all the prep. Now, when we say prep in the kitchen, it means that you'll be the one chopping the onions, you'll be the one peeling, you'll be the one doing all those kind of work. So let's say you have tons of peppers that you need to cut up, right? You see that I've just cut that bit off. The other way, or the other thing to do, or next, is to cut that, okay? Then you get a small knife, you do that, and you've got your seeds. You've got your peppers prepared. Nice and easy, isn't it? Nice and easy. Okay? So this is the easiest way. I find this as the easiest way to deseed your pepper. You know, it's ready to chop off or to chop up. Okay? What some other people will do will be to cut that. Now, to use this method, yeah, you need to know, you see where the line is. That is where that joins. So that is that bit. So what you're doing is you try and avoid it to get a good, you know, cut. But then there is always a risk of cutting into the seeds if you go this way. Yeah. I don't like using this method because I think this method is a waste. You waste, for instance, okay, so I've cut this, so I need to try and avoid that side over there. So I have to cut it that way. But then there's always the risk that you are cutting into the seeds when you go in that way. You know, you're likely to cut into the seeds. But we're trying to avoid the seeds. So you go that way. Okay. And then you do the same on this side as well. Yeah. See, and it's always messy because you always cut into the seeds. Right, now look at the wastage. Look at the waste. Unless maybe you decide to trim it again, like trim it a bit more, which is, you know, but these days we are talking sustainability and zero waste. You know, times are hard, money is scarce, so you cannot afford to be wasting, you know. So this method and that method, mind you, I'm not throwing this away. Okay, all I have to do with this one, there, and I've got that to use as well. So this is my waste, and that is what I'm wasting. So these two compared with that. So that is why, you know, I always tell people, do it easy on yourself. Just, you know, cut that. Now, I should have shown you guys something before cutting it. So to use the first method, I wouldn't just go cutting this without cutting that. That is because, okay, let's pretend that this is still attached, right? So let me cut this part first. Let me cut this part first. Okay, now, so I've cut it slightly lower. So this is the cut we use when we are doing stuffed peppers. So the stuffed peppers which you normally serve vegans and vegetarians. So for me to make stuffed peppers, I would have this whole pepper as a cup, and then maybe I would have cooked some rice or a mixture of vegetables or something stuffy that I can stuff into this, bake, and then that's my dish done. Okay, so because if I haven't cut the bottom, yeah, and then I cut this, now to get this out wouldn't be that easy, because what you notice is that the end bit will still be stuck to this part, the end bit, yeah. So if I hadn't cut this part, it will be a bit, you know, I'll struggle a little to get this out because it will be stuck, you know, even after cutting the sides that holds it to the pepper. It will be, you know, more like trying to scoop and stuff like that. But that is the method you use when you are going to make some stuffed peppers. So if I had some cooked rice or stir-fried rice or even jollof rice or couscous, you know, put it in there, fill it up, and you will normally leave the lid whole. So where is that other part that I threw away? Right, that is the 30, goodness me, it's 30 minutes already, right? Let's give it some more time because this is definitely not done yet. Should have given it about an hour. Back to, and then, yeah, okay. So this will still be stuck. So because you normally serve it this way, after you've baked it, this is how, you serve your stuffed pepper. So they take it and for them to eat, just use your knife to cut, dish out, take out scoop out some of the rice with your fork or the stuffing, and then you're good to go. So that is the different cuts of peppers that we have. Okay, right. We've done this already. We've done the carrots. We've done the carrot sticks. We've done the button carrots, sliced carrots, and the julienne. Obviously, julienne cuts for what? Your coleslaw. Now look at the mess I've made. I've mixed up the cleaned with the uncleaned, or the prepped ones with the unprepped. So I put all these here. I don't like to freeze peppers. I don't like freezing peppers because it absorbs the water and the ice and it makes it mushy. Like it makes it wrinkly. Let me use that word. It makes it wrinkly. So I would normally have my my carrots fresh. Yeah, I'll normally have my carrots fresh. But that I will freeze. Okay. These days you can literally freeze a lot of things to save money. You can freeze a lot of things to save you money because you can't afford to allow them go waste or to go rotten. Even if it goes rotten, what you can do is to turn it into a stock cube or stock vegetable powder, stock powder used for your cooking and stuff like that. Right. So that is the onion. Why did I even take an onion out? Yeah, an onion to, sliced onions, different forms, diced, finely diced, and stuff like that. And then cut for your onion rings. So to cut your onion ring, you just have to, cut top and tail, and then maybe cut them, go in like that. And again, now my hands are going to be smelling of onions. There. So you need rings. Ring a roses, a pack full of posies, a tissue. We all fall down. There. My onions. You dip this in some flour and then in some butter and you fry it off and you've got some lovely onion rings. Lovely, lovely, lovely onion ring, right? I'm not a big fan of onion rings. Yeah, I am not a big fan. Oopsie. Right, so unfortunately the thing about this is that, let's see. So this belongs to that. I can always get the skin. Let's say if I'm making soup. Oh, did I mention that you can use this to make soup? Yeah, you can. Because you cook it and then you blend it once it's cooked. So no need to leave it, take it out and use a blender and stuff like that. So you can use this. Why have I got the dropsies this evening? I've got the dropsies. Okay. I'll show you what is cooking. Oh, I needed a small spoon. So this, see, it looks like rice, doesn't it? It looks like rice. Yeah, but it's still hard. Yeah, it is still hard. So, unfortunately, for me to check, I'll have to turn it off. If I turn the blade off, it will automatically end the timer. Okay, so that I can open it, because that is locked. It is locked with the blade. You turn the blade and it locks the lid in place. Okay, so I'll show you guys. Gosh, I didn't even use so much. I didn't use too much. I only used a little bit, and look at how much. See, this is it. Yeah, it looks like rice, doesn't it? It does look like rice. Okay, that's the semen. In 30 minutes, it's done really well. Like, with how far it has gotten, 30 minutes is really good to have gotten to this stage. Okay, so you know, if this can be an alternative to rice, you can prepare a sauce to eat with this, or like I said, I reckon the reason why the people from, or the people whose dish this is, from northern Ghana, the reason why they only eat most of their dishes with just dried powdered chili and oil is because it's one of the places that is not kind of well to do, so money is scarce. Ooh, what have I done? Just splashed some water. Yeah, money is scarce, so people try to make do with what they have. Okay, so I just need to allow this to, oh come on, let's continue cooking, and then let me prepare my oil and my chili. And red. Oops. Okay, let's let this carry on. Oh, now I remember what I brought the onions out for. It was for that. The onion was for that. So I grabbed myself another pan. pat it dry. I don't know why I always end up with a lot of, like, I waste a lot of tissues when I cook because I like to dry my hands. I like to keep my hands dry. I like to make my hands wet. So I'm always trying to right. Let's get some oil. I should really pour this into a big jerrycan of oil. Oopsie. Yeah, I got it. Oh, Sony, if you ever sang quiet you, Assassin, so I waited. I can't do. Oh, Sony, if you ever sang quiet you. Okay, now, so that I forgot what I was going to use it for, and I used it for my teaching. So I am now going to salvage what is left of the onions. Okay. So, onion cut. Whenever I'm making stew or soups, I always use the dice for my soups. I use dice for my soups, and I use slice for my stews. I also use sliced for stir fries and things like that, especially when you have the noodle stir fry. Stir fry. So you can slice onions in two different ways, either that way or that way. And since I've already cut that way, you know, let me get it in this one. Right, never do this. Never do this if you are not experienced. Ibweze neligwe, ibweze neluwa, ibudike nalamu, alekwisi alam, onyamba neligwe, onyeze neluwa. I cut this way with caution. You don't want to end up chopping your fingers off. But this is from years of experience, you know. Right. So that is the slicing. That is the slicing. And you can see that I'm not doing it too fast. I am guiding my knife really well. Okay. There. I think that's enough onions. I don't need too much. Too much. Now wash my hands, wash my hands. Okay, the other thing. This is a dried powdered chili. Really hot, and I'm talking of extremely hot, hot chili. Yeah. So I'm just going to take a little bit. I'm going to take what I need, not the whole lot, because this has to be mixed with salt. Okay. So for my protein, I've got an egg. I've got an egg. One egg is enough. So I'm adding some chili and some salt to my chili. Okay. Mix it. Mix, mix, mix. That is the seasoning you need. Shall we boil an egg? So I could have added my egg to that to boil, but I can't be asked opening that again, just to drop the egg in and continue with my cooking. So we're getting there, we're getting somewhere. We are getting somewhere. Oh, look at the mess. Look at the mess. I need to move my vegetables away. So to boil my egg, I'm doing a soft boiled egg. I don't like hard boiled eggs. So 6-minute egg. For that, you need to let your water boil first before you drop your egg in. And once you drop your egg, you set the timer for 6 minutes. And that will be done perfectly. Nice and yellow. You're not overcooking the egg. Okay, so this oil is also oiling. Yeah. This, we drop our onions. Let's fry. And this has to be well cooked. And when I talk of well cooked, I said to the point where it's starting to burn. Okay. That is what you need for this. Let's go dancing, ooh la la la. Can you hear? Let's go dancing, ooh la la la. Reggae dancing, ooh la la la. Ooh la la la. Let's go dancing, ooh la la la. Ooh la la la. Actually, I should have put my egg in that water. Yeah. Because that is done. You know, the onions are done. The onions are done. Okay. Let's swap this. So, come on, boil, 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 boil. Or maybe I should transfer it into that since it's already done. Okay. Now, let's end this. Do-do-do-do-dum. Do-do-do-do-do-dum. I've ended it. Give it some time to cool off. And I am going to put me egg inside that one. Right. So that is it. You can come out. Since the water is hot already, drop our egg in. Okay. Cover this up. Ooh, it's hot. And with that, I can just set it to my 6 minutes on here. All right. Right. So the egg will be ready in no time. So I'll show you how this goes. We use that. We serve our yoro. Okay. Serve our yoro in here. There. This is it. And then you sprinkle your chili. And the next is your oil with the onions. Actually, let's put some onions on there first. Voila! The food for the goats is ready. There's some chili poured on the floor. And we now have to wait for our egg. This is yoro yoro. Yoro yoro. Okay, let's wait for our egg before we eat. Because I can finish this before the egg is done. And it will be no fun, you know. It will be no fun at all. But this is the food. This is dish. This. Ooh, 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 ooh. So yummy. I can smell it already. I can smell it already. So 2 more minutes for our egg. 2 minutes for our egg. Oops. Yeah, 2 minutes for our egg. And it'll all be done. Ready for consumption. Baby, 1 minute more. Count down, count down, count down to eat an egg. Let's add a bit more chili because I love chili, don't I? See, I don't eat chili every day. But whenever I feel like eating chili, it means I really, really want to eat some chili. Some proper chili. All right. 28, 27, 26, 25, 24. Ooh, cooling down, cooling down. Cooling down. Where is my... Need some cold water. Okay. There. All done. Oh crap. Oh no, I lost my egg. Yeah. Crap. No use. So there is an egg boiling function. Yeah. There's a function for boiling eggs. So if I had used that one, because remember even though I put the blade to low, it managed to crack the egg, allowing some water to get into the egg. Okay. Yeah, but it is cooked. It is cooked, just that I lost part of it. Okay. So I'll show, let me fish out the, there. Okay, so egg boiler. So soft egg, medium soft, medium hard, and hard boiled egg. So all I have to do is to select, and then say if I go soft boil. See, without the mixing bowl, it wouldn't work or it wouldn't go any further. Then it would, okay, then it will time it itself, which means that the blade will not be running. But anyway, at least I did not end up without, and ooh, I nearly dropped my egg. I did not end up without an egg. Food. And time to go and eat. Let's go sit down. I don't normally sit to eat, but right. It is a few minutes to 8. Some few minutes to 8, and I need to finish eating as quick as possible. Still 9s. And right outside. Let us. Whatever the Lord has said has come to pass. Whatever the Lord has written. Okay, guys. See my hot plate. Sometimes when I'm bored of being in the kitchen, I do my cooking here on this table. But let's see how this Euro goes. Oh, memories. It tastes just right. The chili, the onion, the oil. I don't know why this thing keeps falling down. TikTok shop. Very delicious. Euro. I don't even know the meaning. I don't know why that word. Hi, Chinenye. Okay, darling. Speak to you later. Okay? Thank you so much. Hi, Sandra. How are you? On a serious note, you guys should try this. Try this. Lovely. Mm-mm-mm. Sorry, not my fault. Mm. I'm enjoying it too much. Mm. What did you say? Mm. This is so divine. It is spicy, it is hot, but I'm enjoying it too much that I don't even feel the spiciness. Mm. If you don't like spice, just make yourself a nice sauce, tomato sauce, and eat with it. Mm. 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 See what I said about not eating too much? I'm already full. And this is a very tiny dish. Mm. And I've only had half of it. And I'm full. But it must not go waste. I have to eat the whole lot. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yes, Sandra. I'll send yours through the post. Okay? Oh dear. Um, you know that eating is a job. You get tired eating. Well, I do. I normally get tired eating. Mm. Something I forgot to do. Oh dear. Tiring. Mm, mm, mm. You see? Normally, if I don't like something, I wouldn't finish it. Especially seeing that it's late. Look at how big my stomach is. Mm. Now where's my bed? Mm. Mm. All done. All done. And that's it. And I've got a runny nose. Nice. Got a tissue. Wow. What a wow. Mm. So I don't even remember the last time I had this to eat, but that would probably be in the early 1990s, right? Yeah, in the early 1990s, towards mid 1990s. So you can see I have really enjoyed that. Corn. Yoro Yoro. Yoro Yoro. That's the name. Yoro Yoro. Hi, Melissa. How are you? See, I'm home away from home, but I'm not missing home. Because I get to enjoy home right where I am. I'm thousands of miles away, but I still get to enjoy, things about home. How cool is this? So these are some of the things you really see me cooking and enjoying, because I miss it, and you crave it. You are like, oh, I wish I get to eat this thing again. I wish, you know. But these days you can, you can make it wherever you are or in any part of the world, because even if I couldn't get that corn stuff to buy, I could make it myself, so so what do you guys reckon? What do you reckon? A yes or a no? Remember, don't criticize it until you have tasted it. If you taste it and you're like, no, this is not for me, then at least I know you have a good stand to criticize. But yeah, but then, finish eating. Now I need to clean up. I need to tidy all my mess up, especially my fruits. My fruits. Oh crap! I need to have a fruit. Then my vegetables. I need to finish chopping them up, and then the ones that will go in the freezer, I'll put them in the freezer. The ones that I will keep and use maybe tomorrow, I will do that. Yeah, but otherwise, that is me finished eating, and I just feel like, but no, I can't, because I've got to be healthy. I need to go on the treadmill and work it out. Either walk it or work it out. Work it out. Work it out. Da-da-da. What is this? Anyway, enough is enough. Enough is enough. I have got to go get some rest. Thomas Japan, Asari Prince, Eunice Upon. Right, so many Ghanaians. So many Ghanaians. Anyway, hi Adogu, how are you? Melissa, I'm enjoying it. What else can I do? Hmm? She know I'm Ferrari. I only, I only enjoy local dishes that I miss. Local dishes that, you know, maybe I haven't had in 20 odd years, 20 plus years. And this one certainly, this one almost 30 years, 30 plus. Yeah, yeah. So you can see. Okay, guys, let me leave you guys and go and clean up while I prepare myself for gymming, for my treadmill, to go and walk or jog out these carbs, these carbohydrates. Eh? Yeah, and I'm already dressed for that. So. Oh, I know a little girl. Her name is Maxine. Oh, come on. Why is this thing doing that? What is that? Okay. Okay, people. Okay, people. Oh, to be, you missed the whole show. I've just finished eating. Mm? You missed the show. I have just finished eating. I've just finished eating. And I need to go and exercise it out. Community Fest. Oh man. Rose Gold. Amafusua. African networking. Mm. Anyway. The network issue there. That's African for you. That's Africa for you. All due to bad governance. Bad governance affects everything. Mm. It is so blight, yeah, blight and clear. Blight and cray. It's so blight and cray at 8. It's been raining cat and dog. Oh goodness me. It did rain this morning. I think I had it. I had it raining this morning. Yeah. But it's been dry since the sun was even out just before I started this. Mm. The sun was out. You're planning to come abroad. What are you coming to do? Coming on holidays? Hi, Marta. Hi, Mavis Usu. At the same. What are you coming abroad to do? Holidays? Mm? If you have won the lottery, let me know. You let some of us know. Yes, it's over 8 p.m. and it's still nice and bright. You can see. You can see. Now I'm messing my thingy. Yeah. Anyway, Sean Maguire. Sean Maguire. Ifoma, 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 I want to marry you. Give me your love. Give me your love. Give me your love. Give me your love. Ifoma, 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 oh. Let me know you're mine. Ifoma, oh. Let me know you're mine. Let me know, let me know, let me know, let me know, let me know you're mine. uh, Ifoma is also but don't you know that the old school ones are the best? How many years now and Ifoma can still trend more than any Ogechi? Hi Lawal, how are you? Mo, how are you? Ogechi, give it a few weeks. Ogechi will be history. See, that's the thing about all these new releases. Look at this. How many trending songs has this guy, Kiss Daniel. Kiss Daniel released. It is Kiss Daniel, right? Yeah, let me see you. Go lo. That one is that one not history already? Can you match that with Ifoma? All these so-called trending new releases, they only last a few weeks and then they are history. But bring his Ifoma to compete with all that today. Ifoma will trend, like it will still outshine it. You had Bugao, you had Golololo and whatnot. Where are they now? Who is singing those songs anymore? Yeah. But when you go, when you go the old schools, yes. Look at which oneself. Go 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 is an old tune, isn't it? Is it not trending? How many years has that one been? Yeah, that one is a good one. It's trending now. This other one. Oh, why can't I remember? Let me. Where is my playlist? See, me, my preference, my music preference are all the old schools, rock and roll, high life. They are the best. They are the best because they will always trend. They will always trend no matter how long. Yeah. But I'm sure give 10, 20 years to come, no one will even remember Bugao, let me see you. And then which one? Which other one? Yeah. No one will even remember any of them. It will be like, what the heck is that? What are you singing? See, all the old school music, they make sense. Okay? They make sense. They tell stories. Okay? But something like forget your money, as in what is the sense in that one? What is the sense? What story does forget your money tell? And let me see you go lo lo lo. What is that? What the heck is that? But you look at, I want to marry you, baby, I'm serious. I don't want to mess around. I don't want. And that is even a proposal, okay, for you guys. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. It makes so much sense. Not what's the name? Ogechi Kama. Even with the Ogechi part self, it's copyrighted. It's copyrighted. Because there's another one, I think, Nkechi nyere mo kama. Nkechi nyere mo kama. It's the same Ogechi, and it's I'm trying to remember the other part of that song because that one was also trending recently, but this is an old tune. Ayakata Bongo. Yeah, the guy that sang Ayakata Bongo, he sang this Ogechi kama, Ogechi kama, Nkechi nyere mo kama, Nkechi nyere mo kama.